Well, good morning. And if it isn't morning where you are, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, in case I don't see you the rest of the day. Today is a new week, and where we're discussing depolicing effects. So before we get started with this, right, we're going to share a personal story related to this, a little bit of a history lesson, one that you may not even be aware that existed, but it affected someone directly that you know, yours truly. So, what are we talking about today? As you may have recall, there used to be the Trump administration, right? That was in power from 2017, was sworn in on January 20th, until President Biden's election, right? And in 2017, President Trump made a lot of changes, right? We had the travel ban put in place. This is pre-COVID, if you can imagine that. And then was also, kind of a pro-police kind of person, right? That's or backing the badge, if you will. So wanted to support the police. Was kind of like anti-police reform so much, right? And the attorney general at the time was Jeff Sessions, who was a senator from Alabama and then later was dismissed from the Trump administration. But Jeff Sessions was the head of the Department of Justice at the time. Let's call him AG, head of Department of Justice, right? And so early on, probably in about May-ish or so, something like that, right, there was a proclamation that came out to be that there would no longer, or they're at least heavily restricted, police reform, federal police reform, not like at a state level, so federal police reform efforts, i.e. the ones authorized through Section 14141 of the 1994 Violent Crime, I think it's a Violent Crime and Law Enforcement Administration Act. I think that's right. I think that's what it is. I can't remember the exact wording of it. And basically said we're no longer going to do this. They typically do this through something called a consent decree, which is a topic of research that I was active in, and that's something that we'll discuss later in the term, as you can see in the syllabus, right? But know that this occurred, right? So that in 2017, the Trump administration says in an effort to support police and to really kind of like they're going to stop federal police reform, right? They're no longer going to pursue it or do it, right? They're just going to stop altogether, right? Now that's interesting, right? So what is the logic of stopping police reform or what was the rationale given anyway of stopping police reform, right? If this is exactly what's going to happen, right, why exactly is that the case? And the key word that we'll kind of be learning about this week is through depolicing. So this provides at least a little context of why this discussion matters. Of course, this isn't exactly an old idea, but it's certainly a useful starting point and a personal one because it derailed a line of research that I was actively working on. So we'll